Well, clearly, I'm disappointed. You know, we asked for a couple of things this week, and one of them was to have an effort for 60 minutes and to not give in, no matter what the circumstance was. You know, last week we got to a point where, you know, it went 4-2 to 4-3 to 4-4 to 5-4 to 6-4, and we got tight and we gave in. I thought our guys were completely opposite today. I don't think they gave in at all. I thought they fought for the whole game. There are no more victories for us here at Hopkins, but that was an absolute improvement over what we did 1 week ago. Our effort was clearly improved. We asked for improvement at each end of the field. We asked for improvement in the offensive end, at the face-off X, and in the defensive end. And we got it in two-thirds of those. We got improvement against a better defensive group. So we get to double digits against a very good defensive group, which has got a good goalie, was a positive step. Okay, the improvement at the face-off X was marked. While it's not the same caliber of guy, we did the job there. And Matt came in and gave us a huge lift, which we didn't get a week ago. And at the end of the day, it's the bottom third that didn't improve. And that is an area that we have got to address. You can't give a team 7 extra possessions on failed clears because of poor stick work or poor decision making. So that is an area that we've got to address immediately.
What were you did score some goals today. What were the key adjustments you made with the offense?
You know, we were unorganized last week, and Coach Benson and the leaders of the offense did a much better job. We went from in front of the goal to behind the goal, back in front of the goal. We moved the ball. Do I think we were perfect? No. But we have 40 shots, or 41 shots there, 42. I'm happy with 41 shots. I'm happy, quite frankly. People might say, well, you had 2 or 3 shot clock violations. I'll be honest with you. We're happy to have them, because last week we didn't have anything. We were one and done last week. It was get the ball down the side, throw it back up to the mid-ease, alley dodge, and shoot it and back down the other way. We played offense today. We moved the ball, we changed matchups, we got, you know, some layups, we got some good looks. So there was marked improvement in our organization, there was marked improvement in our aggressiveness, there was marked improvement in our willingness to share the ball and go from in front to behind, which we needed to do. We didn't do any of that last week. So that was a very positive step for a really young group.
And much was said in the offseason about, you know, a lot of graduations of midfielders, and you guys kind of, you know, failed to produce a whole lot from the midfield today. What went into that, and where do you go from here?
It's not about who produces, it's about producing. So if you tell me our midfielders don't score and we score 12, 13 goals, you know, I'll take that. I mean, do I want more production? Yeah, but we're young there. We're talking about 11 or 12 of those midfielders are freshmen or sophomores, most of which have not been in the role that they're in. Could they play better? Absolutely. Absolutely. Will they improve? Absolutely. Were they better today than they were last week? 10 times better today, because they were as big a part of the problem last week as, you know, as anything, which was ball came back up top, alley dodge. We never got the ball behind the goal. We never got the attack involved. And they actually learned from last week and did a good job with that this week. That's a good defense. That's as good a defense as there is out there. They've done a good job. And to put double digits of, I'm pleased that we put up 12. Could we put up more? Sure. Could we be better? Certainly. But 12 is not disappointing. The other side of the ball is what's disappointing.
When you have a guy like Spencer, you had as a kind of focal point. Were you guys kind of sliding effectively to Scanlon? Because he was sort of, when you go to Spencer, he always finds open guys, and you seem to get easy.
Well, I thought our decision making today was really poor. I mean, we had a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C for him, and you better have one for him. So we went out and we pressed him and we tried to limit his touches, and then they did a good job putting us in a picking game where he could bounce off a pick and get open. They did a good job of putting him inside and then popping him off. So then we went zone, and when we went zone, you run the risk of giving a guy like that his hands free a little bit. And I thought we made some really poor decisions on when to go to him and when not to go to him. And with those poor decisions comes a penalty. You know, I thought today we really just, team defensively were very, very poor. We missed first slides. We left Brett Baskin out on an island on a wing versus maybe their best midfielder. You know, we left Danny Jones out on an island against a converted attackman who's dodging from behind the goal. We don't support, you know, and then there were other times where we did go and we didn't get a second slide, so there was a very high level of hesitation in the kinds of decisions that we made, and I think those were usually important for us.
Kyle, how would you describe the mood in the locker room after the 0-2 start?
I think our mood right now is unchanged, and I think that after the week that we put in, I think we put in a much better effort in practice this week, and it's a group of guys that are not gonna fall apart, and we're gonna stick together. And I think that the family aspect of this program has always been around in my time here, and it'll always be around long after I'm gone. I think the bond that the guys have together is something that a 0-2 start isn't gonna waver at all. And I think that moving forward, things do have to change, and at some point, we really have to claw and fight and get a victory here. But it's a young group, and it's a young group that just it needs that first win to really get under our belt and move forward. But the mood right now is just that we're gonna scrap and claw and find a way to get that first victory.
Joey, how have you been able to pick up the offense? I mean, is it still a work in progress?
I think getting adjusted to the offense and like finding where to play and your role within the offense is something that took a while to get adjusted to. But like Coach was saying, I think this week we shared the ball more, and Kyle and myself, found more of a flow within the offense this week than last week, obviously. But I mean, it's really it's kind of anyone's week. It's a motion offense that anyone can be in any spot, and it's playing within that system, and finding your flow.
What kind of confidence does a 6-point afternoon give you despite the loss?
I mean, I don't think it really changes anything.
Yeah.
Going into the game, had just as much confidence. A loss is a loss for the team. So, we're on next week.
I mentioned sharing the ball. 9 of our 12 goals today were assisted. That's 75%. That's a pretty high percentage of assisted goals.
Is this what you anticipated from Matt in the face-off X?
You know, Ed, I was really pleased, a week ago, when face-offs are a really unique position, and styles come into play, techniques come into play, and last week when Kyle Prouty, wasn't off to a great start, well, our next step was to Matt, to the freshman, and we didn't get the lift that we hoped we might get. And again, the kid we played against last week is spectacular. Make no mistake, he's one of the top 2 in the country. Today, when we faltered a little bit early, we put Matt in, and Matt gave us a huge lift. He picked up a couple of tough ground balls. He competed. He personifies what we want to be at that position, which is he worked his tail off. When he didn't win hands, he didn't pull out, he fought. He stayed in the fight and continued to battle, where last week we pulled out real quickly. So I thought he did a great job. He's earned the right, to do more. So, after he had some success, we stuck with him. And I thought there was a point in the third quarter where he lost a couple. And again, the kind of kid he is, he continued to battle. And he took the coaching he got on the sideline. He continued to work, and he made the adjustments that he needed to make, which, for a guy from New Hampton, who's never been really coached at the face-off X, he took to the adjustments and did a great job with it, and had a great, last half of the game. So that's a guy that's got to take a lot of confidence from today, and that was something that for us was a big lift.
Time for one more. That's good. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
There you go.